Yes, it is happening now at 6:01. In fact, for the first time in history this morning, same-sex marriage is the law of the land everywhere in New Mexico.
The state Supreme Court made the unanimous decision calling the ban on same-sex marriage unconstitutional. News 13's Samantha McDonald is live at the Bernalillo County Courthouse this morning with more. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Marriage is now a fundamental right in New Mexico. That's what the 5 justices decided yesterday in court. This is the 30-page opinion they wrote about that. And now New Mexico is the 17th state to legalize gay marriage. That means it is unconstitutional to deny marriage to someone based on sexual orientation. It also means marriage licenses issued in 8 counties since the summer are valid. But this does not mean religious organizations have to perform same-sex marriages. The justices said same-sex couples can get married whether or not they want or can have kids. The decision has been in the works for 2 months. It's something long awaited for same-sex couples.
We've been together for 16 years and it's finally were validated by the state of New Mexico.
So far, over 1,400 same-sex couples have gotten married here in New Mexico, and now marriages are gender neutral. Back to you.
All right, Samantha, thank you for that information. Now, for those opposing gay marriage, they say they plan on continuing the fight. State Republican Senator Bill Scherer of Farmington says he will introduce a constitutional amendment next month to bring gay marriage to a statewide vote. The Archdiocese of New Mexico issued a statement on the ruling saying they recognize the New Mexico Supreme Court as the interpreter of the state constitution and, quote, "The Catholic Church respects and loves the gay and lesbian members of our community. We will continue to promote Catholic teaching on the biblical definition of marriage to be that of one man and one woman," end quote.
And some other news now at 6:03. The National Institute of Flamenco continues to move forward this morning after a devastating fire downtown. The building on 2nd and Gold here caught fire Wednesday. The flames shot 30 to 40 feet in the air. Thank goodness everyone inside, about 10 or 11 people, were all able to get out safely. Yesterday they went back to see the damage, and now folks are reaching out to the Dance Institute, offering up temporary dance space and equipment.
Immediately, calls, text messages, tons of Facebook activity, emails. Everybody is just reaching out.
It's a very good community we have here. Pictures and video showing the Institute's 15-year history, unfortunately lost in that fire. Now we have a link to the Flamenco Institute's homepage at krqe.com under links. If you go there, you can donate money, time, space, or goods, or just send them your well wishes. They're much appreciated. Well, the accused drunk driver, who police say caused a wrong-way crash on I-25 in Santa Fe Wednesday night, is recovering in the hospital this morning and talking with police. Joe Salazar was the only person badly hurt in this crash. The 3 people in the pickup truck, police say he hit head-on at high speed, were all rushed to the hospital but are now out. Police say they found an open bottle of vodka in Salazar's car. He is set to be charged with aggravated DWI and reckless driving.
In an effort to keep students on track, Senator Craig Brandt has an interesting bill he wants to file. Teens who do not keep up with their course load or stay on track to graduate on time will be at risk to lose their driver's licenses. Brandt says other goals are stopping truancy, identifying at-risk students, and increasing high school graduation rates. A similar program has worked in Rio Rancho, which has a school with one of the highest graduation rates in the state. A high school student with Down syndrome and a violent history is waking up at home this morning after being jailed, and he is expected to be in court later today. 20-year-old Joshua Caldwell was taken to the Metro Detention Center on Wednesday after police say he attacked a female Rio Grande High School student during PE. APS officials say he had already been in trouble before for attacking 3 other teachers this month. Caldwell's attorney says he has a severe form of Down syndrome.
This person is not competent legally to stand trial and be convicted. He has the mind of a child, which is the reason that the jail couldn't keep him. That's a jail for adults.
Caldwell was suspended from school but may not be returning. District officials say if he does return to APS, they will reevaluate his education plan.
Well, he is man's best friend, but he's not welcome everywhere. Kim Holland was on special assignment last night and introduced us to Jesse Gordon, a Vietnam veteran with PTSD and other medical conditions, and his service dog, Jackson here. Jackson goes everywhere with Mr. Gordon, but in the past month, Gordon says he has been mistreated by City of Albuquerque bus drivers on 2 different days. The same bus driver supposedly told Gordon he couldn't ride the bus unless he had the proper city paperwork for a service animal. Now, city policy states anyone with a service animal can ride any city bus. The confrontations with Gordon were even caught on tape. Watch these.
You have your paperwork? You gotta have the paper from the city.
No.
Yeah, you do.
We've been through this before.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's what they told me. That's what you have to have.
I have a letter in my pocket from the doctor.
But you gotta have the letter from the city with the ID.
I'd like to be treated like an individual in respect for my service dog. That's all.
Now, on top of what you saw there, on another day, a different bus driver supposedly wouldn't let Mr. Gordon on a city bus, saying it was too full, even though a dozen people just got off the bus. So Gordon and his service dog were left standing in the cold in the snow. Now, if you want to see how this story ends, find out what happened to those bus drivers, watch tonight on 2 Casa. That's at 9 o'clock, or you can check out Kim Holland's story anytime at KRQE.com. 6:07 now, this time of year. There are lots of gifts, but lots of waste. In fact, did you know we throw out 25% more trash between Thanksgiving and New Year's than the rest of the year? So Waste Management has ways for you to green up your holidays, reuse tags and cards, and give gifts that have been recycled. We're not talking about regifting, but we're talking about t-shirts made from plastic bottles, the same with plastic bags. Or some gifts that don't come with a lot of waste, such as concert tickets and gift cards. And for traditional gifts such as toys, recycle the packaging, the instructions, the plastic, and the box. Also, make lunch kits from reusable containers.
For a student who goes to school, or even you that brings your lunch to work every day, you can use these items and get a lot of use out of them.
All the extra waste during the holidays adds up to 1 million extra tons per week. Did you hear that idea, Elizabeth?
Yes,
Gift cards and concert tickets. Put them on your list for me.
Yeah, you know what I do is I reuse the Christmas bags too. That you
Oh,
get.
that's a great
you
idea.
Save them. You
Same
reuse
with
them.
bows. And if you open your gifts very gently, you can even reuse the paper.